This thing has 30 rounds versus a handgun that has about 15 rounds. Okay, so the handgun at the very least, if he's still firing all over the place, just make sure none of those 15 rounds hit you and then you should be okay. You can get him on the reload. Alright? He's got 2 hands on this gun. Now with a handgun, he can have 2 hands on it too. Okay, but they are 2 hands at one place, at one point. Here, there are normally 2 hands at 2 different points. A lot more control and strength on this item than with a handgun. A handgun is more devious and slippery. Okay, because it's small, tiny, moves with his arm. Easier to pull away, easier to redirect. This is not. Okay, the gun doesn't bend. Okay, and even if I can bend my wrist, long process. If we're talking about the gun in range, if I simply just step in a bit, okay, that's it. My body blocks everything from here. Okay, so those are a few pros and cons. Statistically speaking, when bad guys, whatever they are, criminal and terrorists, use long guns, they don't use slings. They don't use any systems or mechanisms that attach to their body. Right? Usually the gun is free. Okay? A lot of times it's tucked in underneath their elbow as well. Okay? And this adds another little problem. Terrorists that we face, this is where they shoot from here. Okay? So, George Franklin's. Whether it's at a distance, whether it is in contact, it's the same response. Let's talk about Krav Maga for a sec. Okay? Real slow. Just move it up. Here is the conventional defense. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? We already see a huge problem here. There is a huge negation of principles. The second that I move, what's he going to do? He's moving back. So, step back. Good, come in. I want you just a little bit faster and a little bit further away. Good, come in. Okay, so I'll go into right now. I'm going to do the initial technique. Here. Okay? 1, 2. Alright? You're going to now react. Okay? Understanding things here? We do not make contact and then disengage and try to catch him mid-air. You will not be able to catch it again. Okay? I do not understand Krav Maga people when I see them doing this nonsense. It negates everything that is Krav Maga. And from here, this is going to resemble very much handgun in front in contact. Here, 1, 2, and 3. So in from here, and again, distance or contact is the same. Distance, I'm in from here and I'm already charging in. And contact is simply moving in front of my body again. 1. Switch places with this. 1. Once I make contact, I do not let go. Not only do I not let go, but I'm already rising right down the entire weapon system to his body. Okay? 1, 2, 3. That's where I want to end up. Keeping a distance here so you guys can see. Okay? If I put it out there. This is where we want to end up. That's the initial face. 1, 2. This is where I want to end up. A little bit of change here. I'm going into a side where you see from here, I have nothing that interferes with me getting hold of the weapon. And here, I do. The shoulder. If his body is in the way for me, it's in the way for him as well. Okay, that's where it serves me a purpose. 1, 2. I reach up, grab. I'm already striking from here. Grab. This is where I need to end up. Hold on 1 second. This is an Nir 15/M4 platform assault rifle. Okay. This is the ejection port. Cover the ejection port, and the trigger is pulled. It's going to cause what's called a jam-2. Okay, double feed. All right. So it operates on the same cycle. You pull the trigger, the same action happens in the long gun as it does in the handgun. It has to extract the empty casing in order to load a new one. And if you're covering the ejection port, it can't do that. All right, screws everything up, and that is how you jam an assault rifle. So he has to take out the magazine, charge it a couple times, reinsert the magazine. Same thing with the shotgun, same thing with the subgun. Okay, this ejection port, we covered, that ends up causing a jam. So from here, one, I simply shoot out. Just by virtue of where my hand actually lands, you can see that I'm interfering with the ejection port. That's just a bonus. Okay. If I am going this way, it doesn't happen. So this gun can theoretically keep on shooting again. Okay? Up to 30 rounds. Next, I want you to tuck the button under your arm. Okay? Because if it's not tucked under, it's slightly easier for us. And statistically, especially the terrorists, they tuck it underneath. Okay? So we need to add that in there. So I'm going to do it in front here. 1, 2. Now, you see how I'm riding down the weapon? Let me explain to you what that's important. Here's how we're so far. Just use that hand, push the gun out of the way. Good. And then, yeah, there you go. Riding down. Good. Perfect. Just do that. We just do that again. Good. So, I want you to now just remove that hand. Once you pass it, lower that hand just so you can illustrate something. Good. With the other hand. Okay? Well, that's the problem. Okay? So, from here, 1. Same thing, hit me with the butt. I ride down. Hit me with it. I ride down to protect myself. Then, as I shoot them. Now, from this side, when this hand wraps around, I can cover the ejection port. Okay? As I wrap. What does this look like? Reference point 1, reference point 2. Okay? I get it. Okay. Once I get to here, the fight begins. So what do I have to do? 1, 2, disrupt the stop process. Now, if the butt is tucked underneath his arm, I'm not taking this again. So as soon as I loosen him up, the first thing I have to do is pull it forward. Okay, so I'm holding on tight, I'm pulling it forward. Next, take it into the outside. Okay, all I'm doing now is I'm taking my shoulder, I'm pulling the butt down as I'm vigorously driving my shoulder in the hand. Okay? From here, one motion. And out we go. Okay? This side, please. Slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pull out, circle. Theoretically, you can disengage and grab here. Okay? Problem here is, I've also seen this as a response. It's a long way. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Not only a lot of wasted motion, but it's people who don't understand firearms. A semi-automatic pistol, the barrel, is encased inside the slide. So you can hold on to the slide. You won't feel the heat. This is the barrel. Assault rifles have a hell of a lot more powder in their bullets. There's a lot more gas and heat. After one round is fired from this thing, I want to see you hold on to that barrel. It gets very hot very quickly. Okay?